What's going on, ZERT Nation? XP001 here. Today I want to talk about just maybe like a tip, not really tactics, but more or less stuff for food for thought to think about. You know, a lot of times we're on the range, we're doing static drills, we're doing those drills, flat range drills, because we're trying to build our basic fundamentals at a subconscious level so we can concentrate at the task at hand, which may be tactics, maybe combatives, and maybe critical thinking. So with that being said, this is the little food for thought that I want you to think about, because I know we train on the flat range, but we live in a 360 world, right? So as instructor Fields always said is, you know, downrange or in a real world environment, downrange is wherever his muzzle is pointing. So when we talk about close quarter shooting, or what I call, or is known from Shivworks as fighting in the phone booth, right? Very super up close. Something to think about as far as when we go into this combative role here, engaging, right, from the line, close quarter shooting, or a lot of times in reality, he's not going to be standing there taking your punch. You're not going to be standing there flat. You guys are going to be moving around, right? So something you can think about is, let's say we get in a clutch, right? So we're fighting, boom, boom, we get in the clutch, we're clutching up, it's a fight for our lives, right? So now I'm reaching, I'm going from here, all right? So one of the basic NRA rules is what? Know your target, what is in forward and what is behind it, all right? So when we talk about this standard punch and block, obviously that's a blocking if they're striking or hitting. Also too, it's clearing your body from your muzzle, keeping it out of the way, right? Same with the clutch, right? But one thing to think about, guys, is bullets, depending on the type of ammunition you're using, the defensive ammunition, how big this dude is, how thin they may be, that round can and will go through them. If it hits bone, it may shatter, it may not, but if it hits nothing but soft tissue, where bullets, what we talked about, bullets do weird things, right? So if he took a shot straight to the sternum, it may exit his upper back, it may exit his lower back, depending on the ammunition and the caliber. Now, imagine if this fight occurred inside a public place. So if we're wrapped up and we're fighting, you know, this is why we train to execute these fundamentals at a subconscious level. So now critical thinking comes into play, right? So if we're in a group of people, I'm not going to start cooking off rounds if there's a group of people. So now I'm either going to have to control him into a direction that I have to, or if needed, get him to the ground where I know that backdrop behind him, which may be floor cement, is going to stop that round if I'm in a deadly force encounter. So, little off the cuff, but it's just more or less food for thought and stuff to think about, because we train on a flat range, but in reality we live in a 360-degree environment, and you know, that is one of the main reasons, you know, ZERT was created, to be part of the process of creating a safe, prepared, most importantly, trained environment. Because this situation may not be you. It may be someone in a Starbucks, a grocery store, a shopping center, a parking lot. And if they're not trained to a certain level, you know, those rounds are going to be going out windows, down streets, parking lots, into crowds. Something to think about, guys. So when we talk about subconscious level, it's not only tactics, it's critical thinking, which is basically scenario based, or it may be combatives. Okay, so stay tuned for our next part on things to think about in a 360 environment.
The ZERT Membership Pack is your gateway to a worldwide organization dedicated to building a safe and trained community armed with the proper mindset to see you and your family through to safety. The first-year membership pack includes ZERT 702 black t-shirt, 5-inch ZERT 702 patch in PVC, your call sign and squadron assignment, ZERT membership certificate, official membership card with your call sign, 10 ZERT recruitment cards, access to discounts from ZERT-approved vendors, 15% off most ZERT merchandise year-round. In addition to the membership pack, once you join, you receive the following privileges: access to the ZERT forum and exclusive online videos, access to training events and special forces instructors. Training cost is additional. Members-only newsletter. Admittance to over 90 private squadron and state Facebook groups. Attend members-only events. Participate in contests and giveaways. Join us today and get started meeting the members in your area. Privileges are just that and can be revoked at any time. Management reserves all rights. Facebook rules and regulations apply. ZERT, not just an organization, it's a lifestyle. ZERTNation.com.